Just when you think the Chicago Bears are done, they continue to round out this time their wide receiver room. We're going to talk about all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, my Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this content for today. A little late on the breaking news on this one, unfortunately. Apologize, had some things going on with my son at his school, but the Chicago Bears have rounded out their wide receiver room. One of the biggest questions left remaining for the Chicago Bears were how did they evaluate their wide receiver room? Were they going to go out and get a wide receiver possibly in the draft? Was Tyler Scott actually going to see a promotion? And how did the Bears view Tyler Scott? Well, we may have that answer now. The Chicago Bears went out and got Olamide Zaccheaus, I believe is how you pronounce his name, a 5'8", 193 wide receiver who played last year with the Washington Commanders. He's been in the NFL since 2019. He's played with the Falcons, the Eagles, and now the Washington Commanders last year. Now the Chicago Bears, I should say. He's 27 years old. Last year, pretty solid production, especially since you're looking at him to be the wide receiver 3. 506 yards, 3 touchdowns. That was on 64 targets and 45 receptions. That's an average of 11.2 yards per reception. When you look at his career, he actually averages 13.4 yards per reception as well. So this is not a guy that's really going to kind of change and dictate your wide receiver room. But when you look at adding this to Rome Odunze and DJ Moore, having Cole Kmet, who's going to be a bigger part of the receiving game as well. This is another versatile weapon for the Chicago Bears. So I like this move a lot. This is a really, really good move as well for the Chicago Bears, man. And you know, this is smart. This is smart for the Chicago Bears. I love what the Bears are doing here as far as moves. And this is a good move here. I love this for the Chicago Bears, and I think that they are rounding out their team really, really well in this one. And it looks like we also got Jonah Jackson also gets an extension in this one. Shout out, listen, the Chicago Bears are doing what they need to do to protect Caleb Williams. Jonah Jackson gets a contract extension as well in this one. They have now extended him. He gave a 1-year contract extension, which guarantees 2026. It adds on 2027 to that. $7 million fully guaranteed. $5.25 million more for injury provision. So he's going to get $17.5 million that he was slated to earn this season. Next year, this is very smart. Hey, the Bears have done some really good shit here, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, again, and I understand this is in no way saying that it eliminates the fact that Ryan Poles misevaluated the offensive line for 3 years, basically, right? But he has since made up for that hugely, man. Re-signing now Jonah Jackson to a contract extension is the exact type of move that this team needed as well. The Bears are cooking. The Bears are cooking, y'all. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know if it's just Ben Johnson come here. Whatever's happening, the Chicago Bears are getting shit done, y'all. They are absolutely getting shit done. This is hats off to Ryan Poles, Kevin Warren, everybody in the building, Ben Johnson, everybody. The Bears are finally operating like a team that has a vision. That has a vision. This is really good. I love this. I love what the Chicago Bears are doing. Listen, in no way am I saying not everything is solved on paper, right? The Bears have done a lot on paper. You got to see what they're going to actually do in real life, right? But what the Bears have done to improve their weaknesses, to improve their place as a team overall this offseason has been huge. Has been absolutely huge. To get Jonah Jackson signed to an extension, to get Zaccheaus in here as well, to get him as a wide receiver to round out that wide receiver room. This is all really good moves by the Chicago Bears. I'm updating everything now. My bad, y'all. Give me 1 second. But I love this. I love this, man. The Bears are over here cooking, y'all. Cooking. Listen, y'all got to give it up. Like I here's the thing, right? I get it that Ryan Poles made mistakes, and he made mistakes that I think that, they look like unforgivable. Make no mistake about it, right? When you look at the mistakes that Ryan Poles made in misevaluating things, it was definitely a tough go. And you just want to see better for your team, right? But now that it seemed like he had that vision. Ryan Poles talked about that earlier in the season, identifying the issues, identifying the players that you want, the targets, and then aggressively going out and getting them. Signing Jonah Jackson to an extension is just like making the trade for Montez Sweat at a time period where you needed pass rushing and then immediately getting him a contract extension done days later. When you saw that press conference with Jonah Jackson, you know what you felt about him and Joe Thuney is that these guys want to bring leadership, they want to excel, and they want to win, right? They want to play for the Chicago Bears. They want to guard for Caleb Williams. I love that, man. I love what the Bears are doing here right now. You got to get Joe Thuney extended now as well, I would hope. Kyler Gordon's extension, you got to get that locked in. The Bears are absolutely cooking right now, and the vision that they've had, you got to love it. You got to love it, man. Shout out to Jake Capone on the call. Jonah Jackson just got extended. Shout out to that. It literally went down just 12 minutes ago. Jonah Jackson got extended to 2027. Bro just butchered his name all the hell. That's fine. It's all right. It'll be okay. 5'8" wide receiver. Yeah, a 5'8" wide receiver that's already been productive in the NFL and in the slot. Yeah, I'm not mad at a slot wide receiver at 5'8" if he's bringing that speed. They're going to sit him. They're going to sit him in the interrogation room, and he's going to have to spill the beans about the Commanders. Tell us what you know. That's hilarious. That's funny. That is funny. That is hilarious, man. Ian Cunningham, yeah, give love to Ian Cunningham. Even though Ian Cunningham was not really involved a lot in the process this offseason because he was too busy interviewing for jobs. But yeah, absolutely. I'm loving this. They're doing what I've been begging them to do, and the rest of the NFC fans are acting nervous as fuck. Exactly. They got their fifth wide receiver today. Now they need the third. No, you're stupid. I'm sorry. You're that same dumbass. You're immediately going in timeout. We ain't got time for your dumbass shit. You are your mama's biggest mistake. Your mama made way bigger mistakes than Ryan Poles made when she decided to bring you into this earth. She looked at you in your ugly ass, millie mouth ass face and said, yeah, we're not going to give this up for adoption. You are a byproduct of your parents not being able to afford filling out adoption paperwork. The fact that your mom and your father are first cousins and they didn't know how to fill out the paperwork because they couldn't spell is the only reason why you exist right now. That's it. So you worry about yourself. All right, worry about yourself. Motherfucker just come in here acting stupid. I get the reasoning for getting Claypool. We needed a wide receiver desperately at the time. It's more on Claypool. He fell off. Yeah, Claypool's just a waste of his own talent. Like, Claypool still has some talent. Claypool's just a fucking head case, yo. The Bears are cooking with fire. Bear down. Absolutely. I've been asking for years to build the trenches. You build the trenches out, right? And so the Bears building the trenches out and figuring that out, man, is a huge plus that they've realized how to get that together, man. Salute everybody. Come in, and Haize going off on Chris Foster. Listen, we ain't got no time for the idiots. They also extended Jonah another year too, but Olamide is a great pickup as a wide receiver 3 and return punts. I didn't even think about the return and punts aspect of it. Yeah, we got Jonah Jackson extended now in the title, so I updated that. I can taste Lombardi. It's coming real soon. I don't know about that, right? But we've laid out a really good groundwork for us to really be better than last year, right? You've brought in the coaching staff, right? You've fixed your trenches to a certain degree, right? Now you're going into the draft and you have so much at your disposal, right, to do with the draft. I'm telling you, man, this is really good right now, really good. Haize, will they sign a veteran? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to sign a veteran QB, bro. I listen, maybe later on. it does not seem like a veteran QB right now is their priority. It doesn't seem like that, right? Zaccheaus gonna eat on screens and gadget plays. That's a fact. Mom's like, is that Haize going off again? Turn down those speakers. Skull, listen, first of all, you're going to sit your ass down too. Like, shout out, and that's no love, no fault that the Vikings are really playing really like. There's no doubt about what the Vikings have cooked a lot this offseason too. But you just repeating Skull in here, we don't give a fuck about that. You can't build a championship team in 1 year. He improved the team in phases and got the amazing pieces. Yeah, right. Nothing happened. And we talked about that a lot here over the years as well. You're not going to solve everything in 1 year, right? You have to do it over and over again. Haize Poles made mistakes, but he immediately got rid of the mistakes. The receiver they picked up seems to be good pickup. Goddamn, Haize, you are a savage. Dude's mom and dad are first cousins. Yeah, that's absolutely first cousins. Absolutely first cousins. First of all, Jameson, you're in my chat on the platform that I build saying that I'm a loser because you're mad because you got put in timeout. Yeah, I put people in timeout when they act stupid. Now you're in timeout. Now you can go sit there and worry about why you lost your virginity to a pair of seat cushions. That's what you can worry about right now, right? Don't worry about nobody being a loser. Worry about why you wore a condom to fuck seat cushions. That's what you need to worry about, all right? That's what you need to worry about. What's your honest thoughts on Tyler Warren? I know he got Cole, but this is a beast. Listen, I don't think tight end is that high of a priority. Like, Warren is a beast, make no mistake about it. But I think that Cole Kmet is going to be more like what he was in 2023 and less like he was in 2024 under Ben Johnson. And because of that, I don't think we really have to worry about the tight end. I think we're going to be fine at the tight end. Bajan is a decent backup, man, but if Caleb goes down for more than 3 to 4 games, we're cooked. Well, that's where you got to trust, like, having the system around it, right? Like, we've seen quarterbacks step in and not be as talented as quarterback they're stepping into, but the system, right? And the Bears have some really good skill position players, but I agree with you, right? Definitely agree with you on that one. It's a little concerning. Got to take BPA, might not draft this high again, hopefully. That's definitely another thing you're looking at for sure. You're definitely looking at for sure. With the roster looking the way it is right now, what position would you address with the best player available? Listen, there are a lot of players that if they fall to 10 now and the Bears don't pass up, I can't be mad. Now, there's still a chance of trading back, right? I want to make that clear. There are a lot of chances of trading back. Like, if Genty falls at number 10 and the team comes calling, who's that to say? But I look at it this way, right? If Mason Graham falls to number 10, I don't think you can pass that up. I know we've already addressed our interior defensive line, but then again, I still love him. Shamar Stewart, definitely. Marcus Mimbow, Armand Mimbow. Like, there's a lot of guys in number 10 that make a lot of sense for the Chicago Bears, right? I look at it and I say this too, right? Don't overlook how the draft process matters for Josh Simmons, right? I know that Josh Simmons is coming off a major injury, but if Josh Simmons, if he solves those injury issues in the draft combine and everything else, he's going to shoot up from being looked at as kind of mid-first round all the way up to the top 10, and he'd be damn worth it. The only reason Josh Simmons is not talked about like a top 10 pick in this draft is because of the concerns over his health. If the team's looking at his medicals, his workouts and all that, if that all happens, Josh Simmons, especially at tackle, where we could still need a left tackle, shoots up there hugely. So, that you got to look at that as well. Good GMs recognize mistakes and fix them. Bad GMs are stubborn and don't like to admit mistakes and don't fix them. Poles is a GM. I want on the Bears. Absolutely agree with you. I came in late, currently in the Zoom meeting right now, but what's the extension for Jackson? It is basically guaranteed is 2026, and it adds another year to that, 2027. So we're going to have him locked into 2027 for sure. I want Will Campbell or Armand Mimbow. Listen, I told y'all I was first on Armand Mimbow, man. Mimbow is a guy that I'm telling y'all, I love Mimbow and what he can bring here, man. I want a top-end wide receiver who has home run potential, make life for DJ Moore and Rome life that much easier. Yeah, it definitely will. We'll see. Coward uses timeouts, unlike your loser QB does. See, and now you're not getting a timeout. Now you're actually blocked from the YouTube channel. So your comments will never be seen again. Never. Because nobody's a coward. Nobody has time for a dumbass to come in here trying to put themselves over because you're too much of a coward because you look like a fucking retard to actually start your own YouTube channel, right? Just because you look like somebody from the hills have eyes does not mean that you can go around throwing around the word moron. You're the moron. You're in my, I built this, right? I do whatever the fuck I want to do here. Now look at you. Now your comments will never be seen on the channel again. So now you can talk to yourself, right? Haize, I really think we're going to trade down and get an extra second round pick, and we will draft Josh Simmons from Ohio State somewhere between 17 and 23. That is a possibility. But like I said, I truly think that if Josh Simmons has a good combine, he's going to shoot up. I don't know if he's there that low, right? Now that's a lot of what ifs, and we'll see how that ends up happening, but it's a possibility there. It's definitely a possibility. But all right, y'all, I got to get ready to go do the Bulls halftime show. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Make sure you guys are following us, man. You can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related, thanks to you guys. And like I like to end every episode on, Chi-Town up, bear down, y'all. Love you guys.